welcome back. Today we're gonna do something slightly different. As usual, we're gonna do a bit of cooking, but the first thing, as you remember, very important, go and wash your hand. Once you wash your hand, we will start, and we're gonna do a risotto today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a risotto. Risotto is very versatile, and this recipe you can change all the ingredients as much as you want. What you will need for this recipe, you need an onion, you need peppers finely chopped, you need risotto around 70 to 50 grams depending on who's gonna eat it. Then capers, sun-dried tomatoes, mascarpone for the end, and some sun-dried tomato paste. If you want, you can use pesto, but please remember, pesto contains nuts, so you must make sure that no one in your family have an allergy to nuts. So we're gonna start. You need a little pan, medium size, and a spatula, a wooden spatula. So I'm gonna use a bit of the oil. Those sun-dried tomatoes are in oil, so I'm gonna use a bit of this oil because it's really flavored. It's flavored of tomato. So just let it warm up a bit. Add your onion. Then your peppers. And gently let the water inside just evaporate. It will take a few minutes. So in the meantime, you need to have quite a lot of stock. It's very important because you're gonna cook the rice in its own stock. So what I'm using a vegetable stock on this one, and try to find one with low salt and gluten-free also, because all the ingredients here are gluten-free. So it's quite practical if you have an allergy to gluten. Right, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna add the rice to it and leave it for a few minutes. I'm not adding any liquid at the moment, because as you can see inside the pan there is liquid. One of the things also I'm not adding at all is salt, because like I said, in the stock you will have quite a lot of salt. When it's starting to slightly attach, and you can hear they are starting, the little grain of rice are changed color and they are starting to freeze a bit. So just add a good amount of stock, gently to cover it, and you just let it simmer. The stock will cook the rice, and little by little, obviously, it will evaporate, and the steam will cook also all the ingredients in there. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one of those sun-dried tomatoes from the jar. I'm just going to cut them into little pieces like that. Then I'm going to add them to the risotto. Make sure your risotto is always nice and moist, because if not, it's going to attached to the bottom, and you don't want that. Just add a little bit of stock, and it should take around 15 minutes to all be ready on the plate. So it is a very quick recipe to do, and like I said, you can do anything you want with risotto. You can do it with mushroom, you can do it with chicken, you can asparagus, there is endless combination. So again, if it's an ingredient you don't really like, you can always change this for something else. Right, as soon as it becomes a bit dry, just add a bit more stock. Make sure it's always covered with stock. And little by little, the rice will cook, and the amidon in the rice will start to thicken the jus. And this is what we want, because rice, this type of rice with embryo rice, is specially made for this type of cooking. You could not cook it the same than you will cook long grain rice or basmati rice. Right, we're nearly there. As you can see, the grain of rice have nearly doubled their size. So basically what they have done, they have sucked up all the nice vegetable stock. So just take one, be careful, do not burn your tongue. Just test it. Yes, it's perfect, because it needs to be what we call al dente. So just to the bite, just a little bite. That's what it means. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna actually reduce the heat. It's very important because the steam will carry on cooking it, and I'm just gonna finish this risotto. So I'm using sun-dried tomato paste. So a good spoon of sun-dried tomato paste. I really like it. It's really, really good. Full of flavor. This is what you want. You want something full of flavor. So I'm just adding that, mixing it. So as you can see now that I've reduced, I still have quite a lot of liquid, because it's quite important. You do not want a very dry risotto, because it's not really pleasant. I like myself to add a bit of acidity to the risotto. So I'm using capers. I don't know if you can say capers. And what they are, capers, they are little flowers. And those flowers are just put in water and vinegar. So they are quite sharp, but it brings a nice little touch of acidity into the dish. So again, just a little handful, just mix it together. And to finish, what I like to do is add some mascarpone. Mascarpone is like a cream cheese from Italy. And just a good spoonful, like that, inside, and just mix all together. And basically the mascarpone, this cream cheese, will just gently melt. And what is gonna give to your risotto is a velvety taste. Here we are, we're nearly there. So what I like to do is, when I serve my risotto, I like to serve it with just a plain mixed leaf salad. So as you can see, the color now is really attractive. It's got a lot of red, green, orange. So leave that on the side. I just need to serve it. So we have it. This is a risotto with mixed peppers, sun-dried tomato, mascarpone cheese. Delicious.